So I got the new Nomad Cosmetics palette in PR, New Zealand Stargazing. It's gorgeous, it's purple and pink and it's galaxy, and I painted myself in a full-blown galaxy and everything in the kitchen sink. Oh, as usual. If you guys don't know me, I'm Elaina. I'm on Painted with Raven Season 2, available on WA Presents Plus. I do drag makeup looks, celebrity impersonations, this kind of thing on my channel, and regular reviews as well. So if you guys are interested, you can watch and check out my channel later. In this video, we're clearly doing a review of this beautiful palette, and I'm gonna do the swatches and quick voiceover so you don't have to watch this painstakingly long video. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching, like, comment, subscribe, and ring notification bell. If you like, you can follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description box. So let's get right into this. So I would love to start by thanking Nomad Cosmetics. Thank you so much for sending me this palette in PR. They kept me in their PR list for the next year. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love your brand. I love the palettes. I love the color stories and the whole concept of traveling. It's amazing. Every time they come up with something new and I'm like, wow, they killed it. And the next time, wow, they killed it. So if you guys don't know them, check them out on Instagram. Nomad Cosmetics is a small indie brand, individually owned. Everything's done by a person, and they do an incredible job on formulating, packaging, beautiful concept. Every time, everything is perfectly coordinated and makes sense, especially after you read everything. So this is so gorgeous. So the palette comes out tonight at 9 p.m. PST or 12 a.m. Eastern time. So they usually release the palettes on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays meaning midnight, like 12:01. So if you're on the West Coast, you can shop at 9:01 p.m. pretty much. So this is all gorgeous multichromes. It has 15 shades. It's not a limited edition. It's 59 US dollars. So it has 9 mattes and 6 multichromes. So all of the shimmery shims are multichromes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the mattes, I mean, you can see this is all my face. Even the highlight is from the palette. The nose is from a palette. The forehead is from a palette. I mean, I used it everywhere on my body except for the chest. That's something else. Oh, so yeah. I'm really excited about this palette, and I hope they have great sales because they totally deserve it. For the indie brand, it's a great deal, and the black is so black, and I'm so happy to have a black shade. You know how much I love black. If you watch my channel, I'm always like, damn it, why didn't you put black in the palette? It's always my problem, my complaints. Complain. So for 59 bucks for 15 shades, where 6 of them are multichromes, an incredible creamy formula, I say it's worth it. So I'm going to show you the swatches in next clip real fast. I filmed them yesterday. And then a quick voiceover because this took me 3.5 hours. Because I'm an extra queen. Oh, so I'm not gonna torture. It's gonna be real quick. I'll explain what I'm doing, and you'll see how it performs. Obviously, beautifully. So let's get right into this. So this is the swatches. This is the night before. I'm going to film tomorrow, and I'm so inspired. This is definitely not going to be your basic cut crease or full cut crease. This is gonna be something special because this palette requires something special. The matte's incredible. Look at the black. The black is totes my goats. It's so black and the purples are beautiful. And the multichromes, I don't know if you can see the shifts, but it's shifty. All the multiple tones are stunning. And Mimi is just sleeping in a basket. That's a birthday girl. Her birthday was yesterday. Regardless, anyway. Yeah, so I'm very excited. Beautiful. All multichromes, extremely pigmented and saturated. So I'll see you doing my makeup in the next shot. So already primed my eyelid. We're starting with the deep purples and even a little bit of blue that I didn't show, and then the lighter tones just to create the base for the cut crease.
This starts with a very simple cut crease and then goes places, of course, because I wanted to make it real special. As you can see, the purple blends really well and easy. Blend in with the lighter shades, the pinkish shade, after the purple, just to create a good blend. And now we're going with a light multichrome shade to highlight the brow bone. It has a lot of beautiful shades, of course. And going with a skin tone, it's a little almost like my flesh skin tone exactly. So I'm creating negative space under the cut crease. And now we're going with the beautiful creamy multichromes. The formula is amazing. This is the second time Nomad is doing multichromes, and I think they picked a real good formula. You can see literally in this video I'm doing voiceover and I can see all of shifts already. The dark blue on the outside, so this is like a halo eye in the multichromes pretty much. So I have blue on the inside, blue on the outside, and a lighter shade in the middle. I'm doing black on the waterline and setting the black pencil with a black eyeshadow. You see this black in the palette is so black. It's truly really deep black. Blending with the black and purple everywhere, just to create a good base for the rest of my makeup. So now we're going to do the base of camera and set everything, contour just lightly. And now we're doing the purple, black, and bluish kind of tones of rainbow-ish thing on my forehead, just to kind of emphasize the night skies. I went by the photos I found of New Zealand stargazing. So I saw all the Milky Way photos and the southern lights, as they call it in New Zealand. It's like northern lights, but in New Zealand, so it's southern lights. So I blended my forehead with the Blendiful a little bit too, because it was a little patchy. And now we're going to the same eyeshadow across my face. A little bit I regretted setting my face first, because it's harder to apply eyeshadow on set face, but at the same time it was more even canvas. And I used this to create my Milky Way. Again, going by the picture on the front of the palette and by photos, just Google photos from New Zealand stargazing. It's a big thing because New Zealand has really dark night sky, and yeah, the photos I found incredible, so beautiful. So I'm just creating night sky of the Milky Way in the middle. So after I did the lips, oops, forgot to show you, it's pretty much black matte lipstick with no matte shimmers on top of it. And I'm using face paints just to do the stars and the different texture of the Milky Way.
So this is the finished look. Of course, it was all voiceover as usual recently because this took forever. If I was talking at the same time, it would have taken another hour. I'll tell you, if somebody asked me how long did it take you to do this, so this took exactly, it's 8:05 now. Yeah, I filmed late. This took 3 hours and a half, like from top to bottom to the wig and everything to contact lenses. And these are the purple ones from my last video. It was like a perfect match. I got the contacts and then I got the palette in PR. I'm like, it's a perfect match. It was meant to be. We are stargazing in New Zealand. I'm living for this kind of looks. I love the fantasy looks, the face paint. Don't get me wrong, I love everything else, but there's something like so special about this galaxy stargazed face paint, purples, pinks. I love that. So of course I used some of the water activated paints off camera because technically this is a review of the palette. So this is not like a full-blown face paint tutorial. I used some face paints here and none related to the palette. So the palette is all here. And that's pretty much palette. So if you wonder which palette I used the Creative Makeup. This one has all the neons. And I kind of low-key regretted it because it's very creamy. It was a pain in the butt. So I set it with Blend Bunny Search to get it extra neon-y. I might try some pictures with with no lights, but it's gonna look weird I think because there's nothing like it in my face, just my chest. whatever. But here, this is mostly the palette. I went over the foundation and I set the foundation lightly, and the palette was still pigmented over it. I did add a little bit of face paint just to give the stars, the white and the black, a little bit of darkness of space, just to give a dimension and more of a texture. And I did stars here, of course, but the star of the show is definitely the palette. This is one of the palettes, like Nomad Cosmetics comes out, and I'm like, this is my favorite Nomad Cosmetics palette. And I'm gonna say, this is my favorite. This might be, because I'm a sucker for purples and pinks, and this has purples and pinks and blues, and the multichromes are to die for. I swatched them a little and moaned. I moaned when I swatched them. I was like, oh, they're so good. Amazing, amazing. Creamy, go on forever. They reflect, you probably can see, I don't know if you can see, but you saw the swatches before. And what I love, you know what I'm gonna say, what I love the most is black. Thank you for putting black, and the black is black. It's really dark. I love that black. It's so, so good. So yeah, I'm really, really happy that they listened to me. As if. But anyway, yeah, the black is so, so good. So I'm really happy with this. And the rest of the colors, of course, the pigmentation is like, wow, amazing. The blue is so stunning. I used it very sparingly. You can't even see it. It was mostly purples here, but the blue itself too. I mean, you saw the swatches. It's so, so good. So I highly recommend it to you guys. So it's going live soon. So I don't have any discount codes for you, but I'm not making any affiliate commissions or anything. I just love it so much. So thank you so much, Nomad Cosmetics. You killed it again. This is so beautiful. So this is like after my heart. I love the star and the galaxy stuff. So let me know what you guys think, and leave me a comment below. How do you like Nomad Cosmetics? Most people who watch this channel probably knows and loves Nomad Cosmetics. So leave me a comment, like this video, and just subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and ring notification bell so you get notified of all new stuff I upload. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!